Black History Decoded, Thinking Out Loud.
Tonight, 17-year-old Nikita Kasif, already charged with the chilling double murder of his Wisconsin parents, now in the FBI's crosshairs for investigators believe plotting to kill President Donald Trump, according to newly unsealed federal court documents.
Charged in the shooting deaths of his mother, Tatiana, and stepfather, Donald Mayer, inside their home February 11th. According to prosecutors, the teenager stayed inside the home with their bodies for 12 days.
Now, this story should definitely overshadow the Karmelo story, but it doesn't because there are forces out there that want to start racial tension. You would think people like Matt Walsh, Charlie Kirk, Megyn Kelly, and people like them would be all over this story, but no, there's no black person involved. Even though it's an unaliving of two people in order to finance an attempt against the president's life. There's also something equally fascinating about this story, but before I mention it, I know that President Trump is part of a bigger plan, a new world order, which is why I dare not say anything bad about him. He is weakening the US on purpose because there's a massive deception on this planet that's been going on for centuries. So we've been at war for centuries, and it's about to end. The world has to be free of this mass deception, and he's a huge part of that freedom. But what's interesting is that apparently there are white supremacists that are aware of who President Trump really is, because he is not for white supremacy. He does not have a problem with decent white people or blacks, but the ignorant white people. He has a huge problem with them, and eventually the hammer is going to come down on them. And there are white supremacists that are aware of this. Now listen to this.
This FBI affidavit saying authorities found in the teen's phone a manifesto calling for the assassination of the President of the United States in order to foment a political revolution and promote white supremacy, along with materials linking him to a neo-Nazi extremist group.
Do you hear that? Political revolution to promote white supremacy? Well, isn't Donald Trump a white supremacist? I thought white supremacists were championing President Trump. Make America great again for white people, getting rid of DEI, deporting illegals, deporting others. President Trump is putting on a front, and some white supremacists know this. Why would neo-Nazis try to plot the overthrow of the US government with Donald Trump as president? Isn't he one of them? No, he's not. Not by a long shot. They know this. That's why they want to take him out. President Trump might act like he's an ignorant racist, but he really isn't. He wants to drag these people out of hiding, make them feel comfortable about being bigoted, and then the hammer is going to come down on them. Remember, war is about deception. Well, I could say this about those neo-Nazis. They're not dumb. Most likely this information is going to fall on deaf ears. Either way, the New World Order is not for white supremacy. That's a fact.
Quote, foment a political revolution in the United States and save the white race. According to the records, Kasif shared an affinity for the neo-Nazi group, the Order of Nine Angles.